Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast. Alright, so welcome back to Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. I'm Clint Maximus. Today we're joined in with Chris. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing fine, but how are you doing? I heard you dodged a COVID bullet.
What we don't know yet. There's still another. I'm still doing another test right now. We've had a couple of COVID cases in the office. So I took a test I think it was on the Wednesday. Came out negative on the Thursday, which was good. It's now, what day is it? Today's Sunday, so I think they wanted me to take another test to confirm that we're all clear before anyone comes back into the office. So yeah, I took another test today around 4, so I should get the results for that at some point, probably tomorrow in the afternoon.
I thought you were going to say live.
I wish.
On the episode.
I bloody wish, man.
We will know the state of Clint, if he's going to survive or not.
Oh God, don't even go there, man.
No, you're going to be fine. Like, it's been a week, you didn't have any symptoms, you're fine.
Tomorrow is going to be over a week, I think, so.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, but still, I think every time I take a COVID test, I'm like, you start thinking, who have I been with? Who have I spoken to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where have I been? What have I touched? It's terrible.
Yeah, hopefully with vaccines now, it's a thing right now in Dubai, and everybody's getting that.
Everywhere now, man. Everyone's slowly getting to the vaccine thing. I think in another couple of months, hopefully we should see just at least some numbers drop a bit. That's all we need. That's it, and then that'll be a good road to recovery, I hope.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple of things about the anti-vaccine people. Like, trust me, all of these theories that you listen that Bill Gates is going to install microchips inside your bodies. Do you know how expensive microchips are?
Exactly.
Do you think he's gonna he puts a microchip on each vaccine? How much is the vaccine?
I have no idea. It's not that expensive, to be honest, from what I'm hearing.
Let's say $100. I don't think it's even $100. Let's say it's $100. Let's say it's $200. Do you know a microchip, how much it costs? Thousands. Thousands for it to monitor it, and has to be like there's even the technology isn't even here to be that tiny to monitor you by satellite. And I'm like, why would, even if it's true, why would Bill Gates give a shit about you? You are a nobody. Me, Clint, and everybody else who listens to this show, and everybody else who takes breath in this world, you are a nobody. If you die today on this second, the world won't change. You're not Bill Gates, you're not Elon Musk, you're not Jeff Bezos, you're not the President of America or the France, or you're not Queen Elizabeth. You do not make any difference in the world. You don't matter. I know it's hard to listen, but you don't for the world. So they're not gonna waste the billions or gazillions of money just to monitor normies like us. Am I? Do I make sense or not?
Oh, you make sense.
Yeah,
you make sense.
I'm
you're not a complete arsehole, don't worry.
I'm taking like the point of view of power. Like, as power point of view, we're not important, right? We're not Vladimir Putin.
We're not. We're not in the limelight. If something happens to us tomorrow, I don't think, it's just people who know us or friends and family, that's fine.
Yeah, that will be sad, obviously, but I'm talking about like an effect to the world. Like, let's say if Vladimir Putin dies tomorrow, wouldn't it affect the world?
Oh, yeah, of course it would.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, if I pass away tomorrow, yes, the world will be affected terribly.
Oh, no. All radios will stop. So yeah. Take your vaccines, and don't say it's because of my health also. I love when people say for my health. Yeah, okay. So you don't eat junk food, right? You don't fucking go smoke a cigarette or you don't drink alcohol. Yeah, you care so much about your health, right? Everybody's an athlete now. Everybody has six packs and eats vegetables 5 days a week and wants a meat. Yes.
My goodness, yeah, man. Well, let's hope for the best. That's all we can do.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I go off with my rants every time.
I know you do.
I'm sorry if I get a bit heated because it's like it you affect other people who actually care. You know, because you want to be selfish. It's like, or you refuse to be educated. I don't understand why it's hard for some people to like believe in science. Oh no, I don't believe in science. I believe in magical creatures, but I don't believe in science. Okay.
I believe in science. I don't know. I thoroughly believe that I don't know. This is my point of view. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel that the treatments and the vaccines are the way forward. And
Of course.
it's. I think people forget we've all taken vaccines before.
Exactly, as a kid,
You know what I mean? It's not the first time you've taken a vaccine. This is one thing that surprised me. Like, I'm not putting that shit in my body, and I'm like, well, you already have, like probably 3-4 times. Not even realizing.
You have never taken the flu vaccine. Jesus, you have. Like, how do you think we beat the Spanish flu? We took vaccines and we build up immune system. Now, if someone gets a flu, there are really good treatments for them. Now we don't have the best ways to treat the COVID, but at least we can build up our immune system and lower down, the spread. The spreads becomes a lot harder to spread, but now because we have no immune system against COVID, we get infected really fast. We are really going off the rails.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, go on then. Let's take a look and see what's happening in. Because I was going to be talking about bloody COVID all day. Let's go into our first news story. Today we're talking about The Wolf Among Us 2. Apparently the actual release date was leaked ahead of the ATG reveal. So yeah, like a Wolf Among Us 2 teaser trailer and a small development update will be shared. This is supposed to be at the Game Awards. Did they? They didn't show anything though, did they?
Because no, they did show the Wolf Among Us too. Yeah.
Because obviously there's been a leak. So anyway,
that's why I kept it. That's why I kept this. It's old news, but I kept it because it wasn't shown on the Game Awards.
Because I was thinking I don't remember seeing that. So yeah. Well, anyway, that's cool. I liked the first one, by the way. The first one was good. Are they still doing games then? Tall Tale. I mean, because I thought they disbanded. They got bankrupt.
I think they came back some way, somehow, but I don't remember how.
We came back. we came back.
What did they came back?
I love it. We came back. Well, anyway, according to this, it's coming out on PS5 and 4, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series X and S, also PC. Sadly, there's no news of a Nintendo Switch version yet, which that's all right. But the release date is going to be at some point in winter 2021. So there you go.
Okay, so it seems like after a group of investors purchased the company's asset with plans to relaunch, so like secret investors bought it. It's not. Yeah. Okay. No. It's by a company called LCG Entertainment.
Okay,
so
cool.
Thank you, LCG Entertainment. Let me Google you if you are evil company or not.
If you are worthy, are you legit?
if you are an evil company or not, because a lot of these goddamn companies, they just buy video game companies and you just treat them like pachinko machines like Konami.
Yeah. Because I was about to say Microsoft then.
No, Microsoft are good. Like Microsoft, they've been like, it's like giving money to. You know what? They haven't been really good with developers because they do have very talented developers, and they just don't trust them enough to do whatever they want. They don't have the patience. That's the difference. They don't have the patience. They think that if they hire a lot of developers and just pump in, more time, they can like release the game faster. That's what they were doing with Halo Infinite, but seems like that did not work. You need a unified team. A smaller unified team is better than having a huge ass team that they don't know how to work together.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, I've got high hopes for Microsoft for next year and the year after. I want to see if they come up with some good stuff and some good games. And yeah, man, they should.
Hopefully.
They really should. Right. We get into our next story today. Neil Druckmann. He's been promoted to co-president of Naughty Dog, which is good. Neil was the one who was the creative director of Uncharted 4, which is one of the best Uncharted's out of all of them. He also did Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. So he's been now promoted to co-president, where before he was serving as he was vice president before, now he's co-president. Is there such a big fucking difference?
I mean, you're not the bitch of the president now.
You're just the cope. You're like, yo, what's up? They fucking high five when they see each other.
Yeah, it's weird to have a co-president, right? So
I've never heard of that. This is the president, and then you have a vice president. I've never heard.
Yeah,
president, co-president, vice president. It's like I'm just the middleman,
So they share the power together. I don't like that. I just want to be the president. I don't want to have someone who has the same amount of power than me. Who's this other guy? Kill him, Neil. Kick him out.
My goodness.
Neil Druckmann's keeping his way up slowly.
Well, it's good anyway. He's good at what he does, and I mean, you can thank him for a lot of the big games that have come out of Naughty Dog. So it's really good.
I don't know. Last of Us 2 was kind of iffy.
I liked Last of Us 2. I thought it was really good. You know why? Because I think it just hit those boundary marks of. Well, I'm not going to get into it because I think you're going to go off on one again. So I'm gonna. No, this is what happened. I'm going to leave it at that.
Checking. Okay, just say check marks all the troops or the. What do you say? Okay, right.
Next story.
Next.
This is something I was reading about recently. Actually, was the new PSP 5G handheld, and this could be the big mighty challenger to the Nintendo Switch. And as I said, for me. As I said before, I'm such a big fan of PlayStation Vita. I think it's such an underrated machine. Even till now, the games look good, man. The games look really good on the Vita for such an old machine when it first came out. So yeah, I know there's been rumors about this for a while about the PSP G5 handheld. So
when it first came out, it was way advanced than it was in the market, so years ahead, and it took like a couple of years for it to feel kind of like okay, it's current now. Then it took like a nice 4 years to feel kind of like okay, it's starting to look a bit old, because Killzone, what is it called, like Killzone the Vita, looks crazy good.
Killzone Mercenaries, is that what it is, or something like that? Yeah. It's fucking. That game is amazing. It's like it's like a PS3 game, and back then that was huge on a handheld.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know. Would you be excited for a new, like, say, Vita 2 or PSP 2 or whatever?
It depends. I gotta see how it is and what kind of games come out, and just visually how it looks as well. Because you want something good. I mean, don't forget. I mean, I'm reading this article now, and of course, Nintendo have been teasing the new up and coming Switch as well, the predecessor to the one that we have now. So, it's going to be I think it's going to be a big battle between Nintendo and Sony. And to be honest, Nintendo's going to win, unfortunately, because Nintendo have dominated the handheld market for generations. I honestly don't think Sony can touch it.
Well, a lot of said that when PSP came out, and they like fucking not destroyed, but they were like head to head with Nintendo with the DS.
I suppose, but then they just dropped the bomb by doing the 3DS, and then of course they did all those different variants of 2DS and whatever, and then they just dropped Switch, man, and that just fucking took over.
You can't count those as like a new generation. They're all the same.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, they came out with just different variations. Nintendo, they like to just rehash the same thing, but they do it in such a different way, though.
Of course, to use the same tech and rehash it and make some money. Money, 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 money.
Money. Sorry.
So I think if they're gonna do this, Sony, listen to me. You have to first of all hire me. Second, listen to me very well. We want actual trigger buttons, not this touch bullshit that you try to replace with the R2 L2 one. It doesn't work. We hated it. Okay, we hate it.
That was that touchpad thing on the bottom you're talking about,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it was horrible. It was awful.
Okay, and also Sony, you're not some god almighty thing that you have to make a specific fucking memory card for your devices. You have seen it time and time again. It does not work. You tried it with your cameras. It did not work. You tried it with your goddamn PSP. It did not work, and it will not work with the new one. Just use a micro SD card. Just use a micro SD card. Because when you make one, you make it so expensive. Nobody bought these. You know, I had a lot of issues just like buying games from digital. Vita games was really hard to find here. And still
100%.
hard to find. And if I want to get them from the store, I had to download them, but I didn't have enough space. The memory card was so goddamn annoying. And it really did people like not actually invest on it. I'm not even issued. Like, it was a big issue with the memory card. Yeah.
Oh, you're like with the memory card. You like
whatever. Let's go on with the next.
No. Well, anyway, I still have the Vita, but I literally, as I said, I homebrewed it because no one uses Vita anymore. There's like, I think it's like a cult thing now. The Vita. There's like, if you go in, when I told you when I went to the States, there was a store that had a whole section dedicated to Vita, and he's telling me that they're still importing Vitas from Japan because people still want them. These people who are like obsessed with it. So it's good. Who knows, man? Who knows? Right, next story today. We're talking about Project Athia. Am I saying that right? Athia?
Yes.
Hello? Are you there?
We saw this when there was the first reveal of the PS5.
It was good. I was looking at the picture, and I remember this one vividly when there's like that girl or whoever it is standing in the woods, and there's like that big fucking shadow thing with tentacles coming out. It looks really cool. Well, it looks like it is going to be an exclusive to PS5 and PC, but only for about, I think it's a 2-year period before it comes out on Xbox and stuff, so that's good. So Sony get it for like 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, it has like Final Fantasy 15 graphics, so... But it's not Final Fantasy 15. It's not Final Fantasy because we saw Final Fantasy. I don't know what this is, but...
Is it the one where they were jumping from like cliff to cliff and there was like clouds underneath? Am I mistaken? Is that the one? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks interesting. I mean, it's Square Enix, man.
Yeah, Square Enix they have like a close relationship with Sony, so I'm not surprised when I see Square Enix exclusive deals with PlayStation.
Yeah,
even though they did backstab them once with the Tomb Raider one, right?
Was that Square Enix? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was Square Enix. Yeah. They were the publisher, but it was designed by. I forgot the company's name now. They've been developing the game since the beginning. Diamond something or Dynamite or something. I can't remember. Anyway.
It's not Crystal Clear. What the fuck is it?
I have no idea. I thought it was something else. Maybe I'm mistaken then. This is what I love, Chris. Like, with his keyboard. I will find you, motherfucker. I will find you, bitch.
Raider. Come on, why do I have to waste
I'm surprised you've still got internet in Lebanon right now, man, with the stories I'm hearing.
Thanks. We're probably not gonna have internet. Crystal Dynamics.
I knew there was something like Dynamite or something with D in there. Crystal Dynamics. They're the guys. They're the actual producers of it, and it's Square Enix that publishes it. So yeah. Cool.
So,
next one.
Spiderman, 60 FPS with ray tracing. This really surprised me. Like
me too, actually, because even like when you play on the PlayStation 5, because if you want that performance, the ray tracing has to go. The ray tracing, because otherwise it's going to slow it right down. That's why it's called performance mode. So I'm really shocked that they've done something with the ray tracing and 60 frames per second.
Yeah, because I actually did. If you guys all want all the technical stuff, details, how everything runs, go watch Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry is the GOAT when it comes to technical visual performances and stuff for games, and it's the best way to play the game. Like, it doesn't sacrifice a lot from the ray tracing. It doesn't sacrifice a lot from the visuals, and it stays constant 60 FPS. So this tells us that we have a lot of leeway to like get the best out of the PS5. We haven't reached that point yet. We can. If you have really good developers, you can like really push the PS5 to reach crazy levels of visuals.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody is looking at you, Naughty Dog. I know. You're gonna do it.
Hey, they will. They've been in development with something. Did they say they're doing a new game right now? Was that the news? Was I reading that right? Or are they carrying on with something else?
I don't know. I did not hear anything about something like that.
I'm sure it was you who told me that a new IP that they were working on.
I don't know. What I like about Naughty Dog is that every time when they release a game, I feel like I bought a new console. Like when I played The Last of Us Part 2, I can't believe how good it looks.
Oh,
like,
yeah, 100%.
Still, I feel like I'm playing a PS5 game, but on a PS4. It was the same thing when I was playing The Last of Us Part 1 on the PS3. I thought I was playing a PS4 game.
Yeah, exactly. So. No, they're good. And like Uncharted 4, when that came out, that was like, wow. The visuals in that game. What? Remember the bit when Nathan Drake was getting dragged by that train and going through all the mud and shit? That was like the first time I've seen so much reflection coming off the ground and like mud flying everywhere. And you're looking at it thinking, how the hell did they manage this? And that was PS4 still, so that's crazy.
Yeah. Imagine when they upgrade PS5 version with ray tracing. Damn.
Oh, yeah, man, it's going to look good. Or maybe they'll just announce fucking Uncharted, because don't forget the movie's coming out, so maybe they're going to tie in a new game with not an actual movie game, but maybe they'll announce that there's a new game in development or something when the movie comes out. That's what I think. That's what I'd do.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have any Uncharted in this generation. Maybe PlayStation 7.
No, stop it. Don't say that. Have faith. Mind you, they'll bring a new Uncharted game on the new handheld.
I mean, why is it a bad thing? Like they had this series, it was good. We move on to something else, something new. Like if like The Last of Us, right? If they didn't, moved on, we never had Last of Us. You want to play with Uncharted 7? If they never
of course I want to. Of course I want to play Uncharted 7.
So no Last of Us, just Uncharted.
I want Last of Us Part 3, and I want a new Uncharted game, and I want them to develop something new. That's what I want.
Ah, okay.
I want all three. I want all three back to back. I want one in April, one in May, one in June. This year, 2021. That's what I want.
Okay. You want to have Cyberpunk level.
Jesus. Right, next story today. I see that Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo have partnered to committing to safer gaming, which is good because obviously the times that we're living in now. So they announced, let me see, that gaming is for all people of all ages, including our young and, of course, our most vulnerable players. However, protecting players online is not an easy task. So they're going to be, I'm presuming this is not just for, obviously I was thinking COVID just then, but no, it's not. This is more in the terms of protection against things like, I guess, hackers and stuff like that. Is that what they're talking about?
Like, there's also parenting, bullying or whatever.
Nah, it's everything. A lot of different stuff. Anything basically online related from what I'm reading. So, yeah they're going to be banding together to stop a variation of different stuff. They're working towards the same goal, which is good. They're going to continue investing, evolving, and amplifying their approaches to safer gaming. So that's, man, in the end, it's good. I think
Kids ruin everything. Because of kids, we have to suffer.
You think it's the kids?
because if we don't have kids, why would they care if someone being like mean online, right? So if I mean, it's kind of fucked up if there's a 10-year-old kid, you'd be like, you curse on the 10-year-old kid, or like you hurt his feelings, but when you're 18, you're an adult. So
yeah,
you see, we are sacrificing for kids.
yeah.
I'm sacrificing my gaming priorities to curse other people because of kids. I want to say, I was in your bed with your mother yesterday. Ooh, burn.
I love annoying people online. It's actually quite fun. You say random shit and people just lose it. Like, what did you say? But I think that's part of the whole gaming experience, though, because if you don't have that, you don't learn. Nice. Right, next story today. Mr. Gruntman, Vin Diesel, isn't just going to be starring in Ark 2. He's going to be actually working on the game. And when I say that, because from what I was reading in the article, let me scroll down a little bit. So not only is the star going to be lending his looks, his voice, also his motion captured body as he's moving in the game, it looks like he's actually working on the game itself. So according to this, I think he's serving as an exclusive producer, also on the animated series, which is coming out in 2022. So that's cool, man. Diesel is now Studio Wildcard's president of Creative Convergence. I have no idea what that is, but that's what he is.
I feel like Vin Diesel is gonna be, he has his arm wrapped behind his back, and has his neck bent down a bit and looking at other people. Interesting. What are you doing? Well, Vin Diesel, I'm doing this technical stuff, and he talks about the coding ever. Interesting. What do you think if you changed the F to 4? Would that work? Yes, Vin Diesel. You just have to like nod your head and like yeah, it will work. Like changing my code for an F to 4. Yes, all right. Thank you, Vin Diesel. Then he walks around, looks at other people. Like you have an old man pretending to know what he's doing in a company. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? In all honesty, like, I don't understand why. Have you seen the latest game you did, Vin Diesel? It was rated maybe the worst game in 2020. Why would Ark want this guy? I understand.
What was the game? What was his last game?
I don't know, Fast and shit.
Oh yeah, it was. It was Fast and the Fast and Furious game. But he's been in a few games. Wasn't he in a game called Wheelman? He's been in a few. He was in Wheelman. Obviously, the Riddick game. The Riddick game is amazing. The one where he had to escape from prison. I really like that one. He's been in a few video games.
Fast and Furious Crossroads. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even play it.
I watched a lot of gameplay with it. I was like, it's so bad. It was like $60, and it has season pass.
Season pass. Get more Vin Diesel grunts. I don't
know. I in all honesty, I don't care about the Ark series. I don't care about Ark 2. So Vin Diesel, go whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do all of your grunts. I cannot wait for the memes.
I think Vin Diesel, because I think he does have a passion for video games. He just needs to partner up with someone good. You know what I mean? Like Keanu Reeves, for example. Okay, fair enough. Cyberpunk's getting a lot of bad press right now.
We're gonna talk about. There's a big section of the show. We're gonna talk about.
All right. We'll get into that later. All right, let's get into your next story then. So, a month after launch, Assassin's Creed Valhalla starts selling XP boosts. What's that? What's XP boosts?
Microtransactions. I was like so praising an Assassin's Creed in my review, like, oh, you don't have microtransaction. I'm so happy. You made me look like a liar. I look like a fool right now. I look like a fool. Goddamn Ubisoft. Why would you do this? Why would you make XP boost packs? Under your greedy ways, you cannot. You
I
cannot.
didn't even know what they were.
You need this greediness. It makes you look like scumbags. I don't understand why you need to. And I don't know when they now if they release a patch. I don't know if I want to install it because maybe they made the progression even slower because it is slow now. It's like 120 hours to finish it. Now what? It's gonna be 150 hours. I would never know. I would never know.
Well, I recently bought it because it was on sale, but it's at a friend's house because it was on Amazon for something like, I think it was like 160 dirham instead of 240. So I was like 160. That's a deal. So I bought Assassin's Creed. I think I bought the PlayStation 4 one because the upgrade is for free on PS5. So I think it's enough. Anyway, I don't even give a shit if it upgrades or not, as long as I can just play it. So yeah. So I mean, let me see. Assassin's Creed Valhalla launched in November. The XP boost packs sold on Assassin's Creed Odyssey were absent, but don't worry. Apparently, they have returned, and it doesn't say. I'm not going to get into it, to be honest, because it just gives a little detail about what's happening with these packs. But you've already pretty much mentioned it. All right. Anyway, bottom line is Chris hates it, and I hate it. I'm not a big fan of microtransactions. I think it's the worst thing any video game company can do. Right, next story. Smell like Mario this festive season with the luxury game-themed perfume. How the hell is that going to smell?
Or the plumber. How do you think? Like your toilet.
Like a toilet? Is it Odor the plumber?
Or the plumber.
Order the plumber. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, Order the plumber. You too can smell like a toadstool or gunpowder with the stunning unisex fragrance, which is out now. I don't know if it's out now, but the scent is £20. So apparently it's already out of stock online.
Jesus.
But I think if you go to Japan, and if you go to Nintendo, what's it, Nintendo World, the new one, the new theme park, they have like, I was looking at the presentation for that. I think I saw the perfume in there. So there you go.
Yeah, just buy a ticket to Japan and goddamn to buy goddamn perfume. Right?
Well, that is our next story because I was talking about Super Nintendo World. So, you know, I was watching the tour. And I felt that it. Maybe I'm wrong when I say this, but does it look a bit small?
It looks small and it looks like fake. It looks like he's actually in the game. It looks like AR, right? I don't know, like it looks so realistic. Like I think like there's some camera works or like color.
Oh, I don't know.
Color corrections, but it doesn't look like a theme park. I don't know. It kind of looks small, also. Yeah.
Like, because he went through the tube, he got out of Princess's castle. I saw that, and then he went into like he's showing you how you use the bracelet that you wear. You can hit the coins and you gather your coins. I think you get discounts and prizes at the end of the whole tour and stuff like that. Yeah, like because he went through certain things. I thought when he finished, I was like, that's it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's all underground. A lot of it, you know, because he went down as well in parts. So, you know what I mean? I reckon there must be a lot of it underground for sure. Because when you look at it, it doesn't seem that big.
I think it's going to be like Disney World when they first opened. Like it was big, but it wasn't that big. And throughout the years, they kept adding more themes. Like they added Pirates of the Caribbean, they added Star Wars. They keep expanding and expanding and expanding. I think like Nintendo's trying to be like the next Disney, not the next Disney or like equivalent to Disney.
Well, that would be cool. I'll go with that. I mean, anyway, it's something I definitely want to go check out at some point. I definitely want to go to Japan and check that out. I'm hoping to go by the end of 2021. That's when I'm planning to go.
So no Xbox Series X for you this year.
No. That's in my birthday. I told you I'm getting the S anyway because I just want Game Pass, and then I will save up a bit more and I'll go to Japan like around October, November time is when I'll go.
Okay, so you're gonna send me a ticket too?
Man, I'll take my missus with me. Why would I take you?
You know we will have a lot more fun if you go with me than if you go with
Steph. Dude, yeah. You're talking about the girl I've been with for years. Am I going to hold your hand walking around walking around soup. You're like, okay, this is the bedroom, one big bed. Are you going to be sharing this bed with me, or do I get to share the bed with my missus?
Dude. You're not going on a fucking romantic trip in Hawaii and like we're going to see like video game stuff. Who's gonna appreciate more, me or you? When you go with your girlfriend, when your girlfriend is gonna be like, oh yeah, look at that, it's so. She'll be like, yeah, okay, wow. But if you tell me like that, look at Mario, I'll be excited as much as you would be. So
yeah, but
who would be better?
Stephanie is a Nintendo fan. That's the difference. She is a fan of Mario and stuff. She loves it.
Okay, we'll have a
Nintendo, we'll have a
competition and we'll see.
Whoever wins comes with me to Japan.
Yes.
Right, let's get into our next story, Ghost of Tsushima. The Legends multiplayer modes has been doing really well, by the way. I've played it a couple of times. I've gotten into it. It's fun. There's new outfits that have been dropped. Let me see. I did have a list of all the outfits. There was like a tweet that I did see. But I know that the God of War one's on there. The Bloodborne one was on there. That's 2 of the outfits. There was another 2 more. Let me see. Here we go. Shadow of the Colossus and also Horizon Zero Dawn.
And these are all free. Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft.
Hint. All free.
All free. There's no goddamn Helix points or goddamn micro or whatever the fuck you call them. They did not creep in their way up and just added these. Oh yeah, if you want them, you have to pay money. Thank you, Sucker Punch. Thank you.
Sucker Punch are doing good. So, Sucker Punch, they're already getting ready to start. They've already started Ghost of Tsushima 2, right?
I think so.
I think they've already been starting that, so that's good. That's good, man. I'm really happy. Really happy for Sucker Punch. I really am.
Yeah. So our next story, everybody who listens to this show, everybody knows we love Henry Cavill. We love him so much.
In a very gay way. In an extremely gay way.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a Clint's dream to one day to lick him, if I remember correctly.
Lick his bicep. Just let me lick that bicep, man. That's it. Nothing else.
That's it. Like maybe his underarm or like.
No, that's too extreme.
Okay.
It's Henry Cavill in the end. Give the man his personal space.
So no butt cheeks licking.
No butt cheeks, nothing like that.
So, Henry Cavill upgrades his PC with the hard-to-find NVIDIA GeForce RTX 390. It's not hard to find. He has money. He just bought it from a scalper and that's it.
He's rich. He can find anything. It's fine.
Yeah. It's basically just him taking a selfie with the graphics card. There's no story here. We just want to mention Henry Cavill every time we have the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. It just reminds me of people taking the fucking selfie with the PlayStation 5 when we first got it. Click. I don't want to install it. I just want to take a picture of it. That's it. Nothing else. So how powerful is that? Is that graphics card then? The 3090?
Dude, it's graded 8K gaming, 8K capable gaming.
That's crazy. That's nice.
Yeah.
So, well, he's a fan of Witcher, so he must be into Cyberpunk as well. Then he must
He's gonna be disappointed.
What, man? He's got like one of the most powerful graphics cards on the market. So I mean, chances are it might still run a bit better compared to anybody who has it on PS4 or Xbox One. My goodness.
Right. Okay.
So, since we just started mentioning Cyberpunk, let's get into all your Cyberpunk stories for today. You've got like a lot of Cyberpunk, I've noticed.
Yes.
So, Cyberpunk 2077 player characters, handsome. What's that? Squidward and Oh God, My Eyes? What the hell is this?
You don't know Squidward?
No.
You don't know handsome Squidward?
No, I don't know what that is.
Dude, you never seen SpongeBob?
I've seen SpongeBob, but I can't remember the names.
I mean, there's SpongeBob and Patrick, and they work in the burger joint, and the manager is Squidward. And there are times where he goes in a phase of like handsome Squidward, like his face changes.
I don't
So
remember. I know because I now that you're telling me, I know it, but I don't know what Anthem Squidward is. That's age, my friend.
oh,
That's what happens when you get older.
I want I want the preset of this. I want to make my character looks like this abomination.
I'm looking at the picture now. That's hilarious.
But is this like a preset or is it like a mod?
I
Or
think
something?
someone's done it, or maybe it's a mod. If it's
Yeah.
PC, definitely it's a mod. Oh, that's hilarious. This is one thing I'm gonna enjoy at some point going through online is all the mods that people come up with for Cyberpunk because it's gonna be hilarious. Anything else you want to add into that about that mod?
Just waiting for you to go to the next story.
All right, next story today. So CD Projekt Red admits it didn't spend enough time on Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, on the I'm going to say the current Gen 1s, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Heaven forbid, you tried playing that game on the original Xbox One or the original PlayStation 4 because it is. Yeah, which one did you? You were playing on a Pro, right?
Yeah, but
And how was it?
I stopped playing it. In all honesty, it came to a point where like I'm so immersed in this game. It's so much fun. The content is there. The content is good. The
Yeah.
content is amazing. But every time like I play an hour and an hour and a half, something like weird happens. I have this bug where my control drifts.
Yes,
It's
I had
so
that. Yeah.
annoying, and it's like it stops every time you move the analog, but I feel it every time I aim. The controller scheme is awful. The dead zone is awful. I spent like 4 hours just to fix the control, like would be like semi okay. Now it's like semi okay, but it just every time the game like crashes or like weird texture does not pop out or something
Yeah.
happens, get stuck in the game, like it takes away from the immersionness. And Cyberpunk, because it's like it's built, I think they shot their foot when they went overboard because
Yes.
these
Yes.
games no way would run on current gen. There's no way. And they knew this, and they went overboard, and they knew this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, no amount of patches or releases will make the game. Maybe it will make the game run smooth, but maybe it will look even worse just to make the
Yeah.
game run 30 FPS. I'm not even joking because the game is demanding. There's like, sorry, if you see. Did I burp?
Yeah, it's like indigestion. You're so into your Cyberpunk story. Even your stomach was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, so there's like a mode where like you can add more NPCs in the world to have like this immersive thing, and on PS4 it's like it's empty. It's fucking empty. The hardware can't handle having too many NPCs. You see like one guy
Wow.
or two guy walking, and when you play on PC, you'll be like 10 to 50 guys in front of me. It's
Yeah, that's
I
insane.
I think, and a lot of people will go like, yeah, but this game was in development for like 8 years. Like how did they like not make the game work for the PS4? Yeah, but here's the thing: development is not like they start making the game right away. Maybe there's like 2 years of span where like they go in and out of the idea. They don't actually start coding or like making the game create. They always start with a small group, like 10, like 20 people, where they just plan and put ideas, just plan ideas. They don't actually write any code. They don't actually like. Maybe they paint some concept pictures or everything, So maybe they can spend 3 years doing that. After when they have the concrete idea, they start pulling in their developers from other projects like The Witcher 3. So when they would keep releasing patches for The Witcher 3, they take more people because خلاص the game now is did I say خلاص?
You said خلاص.
Yeah. So the game starts to become more stable. Witcher 3, they don't need a lot of developers for that, so they start bringing in more people to the Cyberpunk. It's not something like they are hard coding and they are hard building the game for 8 years. It's not like that. You don't build a tower before engineering it, pre-planned, and having the architect and designing everything. That takes years. Lord of the Rings. Do you guys know Lord of the Rings took 3 years of pre-planning and getting everything ready to actually start shooting? 3 years.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Because they shot them all back to back, didn't they? They did 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and they shot it and they took them 3 years to shoot. And it's like these things takes time, and it's not like so. And those span of times of planning, the technology got better, and they started on the PC, and they went overboard, and they couldn't. Now the game just can't run on the base console.
Yeah. Cool.
I can add more stuff I want to say. So I'm gonna say I think it's very shady for CD Projekt Red not giving review copies of the consoles for reviewers. They only gave PC. Now we know why. We know why. So it's very shady of them. They knew it did not run good, but they still chose to release it on the base consoles, even on the PS4 Pro. They should just focus on next gen. They should they were like, sorry, we can't, this game can't run on the best PS4. It's gonna be only exclusive on PlayStation 5. But yeah, 100 million users on PS4. That's a lot of potential buyers. You cannot risk those consumers because nobody has a PS5 now. I can't find the PS5. It's been goddamn a month and a half I'm trying to find the PS5 and I cannot. So yeah, it was kind of shady.
Well, in the end, at least they've offered to give refunds back to the people, which is good. That's of course if you got it. I'm presuming if you got it directly from them. But this also brings me to our next story, which is the developers didn't actually have a special agreement with Sony or Microsoft for refunds. Now, I think Sony already agreed that they would give refunds. Am I correct?
I think the issue is Cyberpunk was like, if you want refund, just go to fucking Sony and ask for them without CD Projekt making a deal with Sony.
Yeah.
And Sony got pissed off. Well, what did they do?
They removed it.
Yep.
They're like, okay, let's just remove this fucking thing, because obviously I don't think Sony are in the business for giving refunds for a game at all. It's not.
Yep.
I think Sony's like, that's not our problem if you're the ones who fucked up on a game. You know what I mean? Because in the end, they take their percentage, they take their cut every time a game's sold on their network. So, yeah.
But it's kind of very greedy from Sony, because Steam is easy. Steam, you have a 1 week, you can refund the game. Doesn't matter what's the complaint. Even if it's I'm not having fun with this game, you can just refund it.
Yeah. Did they say that Microsoft is offering refunds as well? They have any policies put in place?
To be honest, no. But I think you can.
I'm looking through and I didn't see anything about it. That's why I just thought maybe you knew.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they CD Projekt said you can refund.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
the Xbox.
So that's cool. Anyway, so Sony, they have pulled Cyberpunk 2077. So I think for now, if you're still interested in buying the game, I guess you just have to buy a physical copy, because that's what I bought. I just bought a physical copy because I just wanted to get it on PS5 anyway. So, but for me, with it being on PS5, it's running okay. the times I've played, I haven't had any major glitches or anything like that. I mean, obviously, there's a few fuck-ups with maybe the AI, or, you know, like you shoot someone, their head fucking sticks in the wall and their body's floating, you know, stupid shit like that, but nothing game-changing from what I've been seeing on the PS4 and Xbox One, so... from the stories you're telling me as well. So my advice, if you can wait, and I think Chris will agree with me, get it on next gen. Or if you have a fucking super fucked up PC, get it on PC. I think that's the only way you're going to play it for now. But
I would recommend to wait for the PS5 version. Don't even play the backwards compatible version on the PS5. Yes, it runs better at 60 FPS and there's no like there are major issues, but it still looks washed out. Like the colors are not, they don't pop like they have, like they do on PC. I saw the gameplay on PC and it looks crazy good. Like it looks how it's supposed to look, and it doesn't with this like half-baked console version, even if it's backwards compatible.
Nice. And also with Cyberpunk, we were talking about Microsoft a minute ago. Microsoft has added warnings to Cyberpunk 2077's box store page. So it says that users may experience issues, and they're saying that you should wait for the update. But like Chris was saying, is the update going to be enough? Or no matter how many updates they throw at the game, I don't know. What do you think, Chris? I mean, obviously you were talking about the updates before, so I don't think it's going to make that much of a big difference. It might run smoothly, but I think you're still going to get a lot of problems, though, right?
I mean, the updates would make like the game run. The crashes would stop and it would run smoothly. As a visual graphics, that's it. It's not gonna magically have an upgrade as a visual graphics because your hardware is still the same.
Exactly.
So maybe even have visual downgrades to make the game run smoother as a 30 FPS.
Yeah.
That's a big possibility, to be honest. Maybe on the Pro you have 1080p, no more 4K. On the base PS4 you get 720. On the Xbox One OG you get 540. I don't know. Imagine 540. Damn.
Cool. Let's take a look and see. These were 9 of the features that didn't make it into the final version of Cyberpunk 2077. So let me see what the are they listed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You've got to read through each fucking part of the article.
Not like the bold titles. Just read the bold titles.
There we go. Yeah. So wall running removed for design reasons. I can imagine because when you run on the wall, you get stuck in it. That's what I'm presuming.
You skip backstories changed to life path.
Where's that? Did I miss one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Backstories changed to light. That's right. Because at the beginning of the game, you choose a life path. There's only 3 choices, right? Which one did you pick, by the way?
The Copra one.
Which one's that? The desert, the city, or the other one?
The city.
Yeah, that's what I picked. Okay. Don't use big words with me. Just make it nice and simple. The pretty picture.
It's one of the options name, and that's how they chose it. Like I just told you how they named it. Jesus.
I don't read names. I look at the pictures. This picture looks nice. I'll go with this one. Cool. So backstory changed to the life path. That's what was mentioned. Wall running has been removed for design reasons. So, yeah, I suppose so. Because the game looked like... Have you noticed when you play the game, it kind of runs a bit like Mirror's Edge?
Yeah.
So it's got that kind of parkour thing. So I that's why... Because I thought maybe you could... I didn't read this, but I was thinking maybe you can run on the wall later on. So obviously not now. Acid rain was mentioned, but apparently it's never been shown. Did you see acid rain?
Nope.
No acid rain. Okay, I don't think it makes a big difference. The subway was shown,
I mean,
but
it doesn't
never...
make the difference because you have like metallic bilge in you.
The subway was shown, but never confirmed as renderable or rideable. Sorry, not renderable. Rideable. So you can't actually take the subway. I don't think I've even seen the subway, to be honest. Please,
because it cannot be rendered on the PS4.
Yeah. maybe on the next gen one we see they'll probably add some bits to it. Police can be corrupt, and NPCs will react to you killing civilians. I think now they just stand and watch you, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're so dumb.
They're still dumb. Only time will tell. I think that's it, right? Oh no, there's vehicle customization was planned, but I don't think that's in the game just yet. Maybe later on that'll come in, vehicle customization.
All of these features were mentioned are not in the game.
Next one was advertisements tailored to V would point to a specific vending machine. So yeah, there are vending machines, but nothing tailored to you though, nothing at all. So it's just regular old vending machines. V can hack into individual enemies with a cable to access their network. He can do hacking, but I've not seen him do that yet, to be honest. I'm still like pretty at the beginning, learning the buttons and shit. So
he won't be able to do that. All of these features are not in the game. They mentioned it. They should be in the game. They market it, but now it's not.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, because you can hack and you can connect, but I haven't seen this specific one with individual enemies.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what. Yeah.
And you won't see it.
Some cutscenes were once in third person as well. Yeah. I think that's it. That's all of them.
I'm really disappointed, to be honest. But people have forgotten that Witcher 3, when first released, it was rough on the edges also.
Yeah.
But it's like because Witcher 3 just like gave them such a big, this amazing company that they can do no wrong, and they don't have microtransactions, and they give out free DLCs, free missions, and their season passes are actually really good and worth the money. That's what happens when you reach that gold title. You have to keep it that way. Like Naughty Dog, if Naughty Dog ever releases a game like this, that's it. It's like the whole reputation is destroyed.
Oh, Sony would kick him out. Bye bye. You know what Sony's like? They're tough, man. Sony's a very tough company. So, well, mind you, that's what happened with Days Gone. So, but there's still talk of Days Gone 2 coming. There's still a lot of talk about Days 2.
Them.
Who was it? What was the company called?
Band?
Yeah. Xbox bought them?
No, I mean like Xbox would buy them.
I thought you just literally meant Xbox bought them now.
No.
Cool.
We wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be. Here, have some money. Money fight. Right. Final one today. Cyberpunk 2077. Apparently, if you save files over 80 megabytes, it could actually corrupt permanently. Did you have any issues? Apparently, this is when you do a lot. I was reading when you do a lot of crafting and when you gather a lot of stuff. This is when, because your save file gets bigger, obviously, because you got more shit. So that's when it corrupts.
So I'm now limited how I'm gonna have to play the game.
Okay, I will take this gun. No, I shouldn't take this gun. The game might crash. Okay, maybe I change this shirt. No, wait. No, I have a feeling it's gonna freeze at some point around here. Well, if it freezes and crashes, I want to make sure I'm filming all this because I want to put it on a video. Cyberpunk's best moments.
Imagine after 90 hours of gameplay and your save data like corrupts because you had too many jalapenos in your inventory. Oh man, it's now this game is gonna be under Microsoft. Every time something new comes up like as a bug, they're gonna get ripped apart again and again and again because now they are the butt of the joke, but
the butt of the joke.
Yeah, butt of the joke. So I'm so. You know what? Just wait a year, like end of the year, or maybe like a year and a half. I'm telling you, you're gonna get really good game. As of right now, skip it.
Well, that's why
I stopped playing it. In all honesty, I did.
Yeah, I was saying, but that's like you said. That's what happened to Witcher. Witcher was a popular game, but it got really popular later on. It became big later on. Witcher 3, like that game was out for like a year, maybe even more, and then it became a big popular game. So I have a feeling the same thing's gonna happen with Cyberpunk at some point. It'll become like this cult thing because man, everyone's talking about it. So it's already got the recognition that this game is out. So just a matter of time. It's going to be it will be a good game. And the company, fair enough, they fucked up, but I really hope they're going to redeem, which I'm hoping that they're doing now. So let's see.
I mean, No Man's Sky. We all remember No Man's Sky. How
it was awful,
they
unplayable.
yeah.
Couldn't play No Man's Sky at the beginning.
It wasn't like it was unplayable as a technical. There was nothing to do in the game. The content was bad.
It was boring.
Yeah. The issue is the content is good in Cyberpunk, but it's like it's covered with like the layers of shit to enjoy the content. So they're gonna do the comeback. I'm sure of it. After a year and a half, you're gonna have like a very good optimized game. You have the PS5 version. You'll have the Xbox Series X version. As of now, just wait. You'll buy it in the end for $20 and you get the best version.
Yeah,
Trust
exactly.
me.
You get like the year with all the DLCs, everything, and exactly. Just wait a bit. It'll be good eventually. Cool. All right. So then, do you have any beef before we finish off today?
My only beef is it's been 110 hours Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played 110 hours and I still haven't fucking platinumed your game. Why is it so long? Why?
And Valhalla's bigger, right?
Valhalla's even bigger.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I just got Valhalla, and I think I'll keep Valhalla sealed until Christmas Day or after Christmas when I've got no work. I'll pop it in and just see how far I get. That's what I think I'll do.
You play like 8 hours, like, oh, I got what I wanted from this game. Next.
Maybe I'll just do the main story mode and just fuck all the side missions and shit.
I think the main story mode requires like maybe 6 hours for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it, man. I'm regretting getting this game now. I want something that I can finish in like 20 hours. Not unless it's an actual JRPG. That's the only kind of game I'll invest time into. I don't know why. Like Final Fantasy, that kind of stuff. Anything like that, I will invest time into it. But I don't know why. With Assassins, I feel like it doesn't need to be 100 odd hours. You know what I mean? Assassin's Creed doesn't need to be that big. I think it gets boring after a while. But that's just me.
Yeah, because it doesn't have that magical charm to it, you know? There's not like the fantasy charm to it. I mean, obviously it's fantasy, but because, I don't know, I feel like JRPGs, they have that like imagination fantasy. Like, I just want to keep looking what new stuff I'm gonna able to see, like new creative ideas, right? Because you see like sandy areas, you see some castle areas, you see some mountainy areas, snowy areas, and all of them like built differently. It makes you like want to keep playing because you're like going on a big adventure.
Yeah, well, mind you, also with the JRPGs, the story's always fucked up compared to any other game, because it's the Japanese. They have these really messed up stories. You're like, how the hell has he got two heads? Why is this castle reappearing and then disappearing into a woman's vagina? I don't get it. What's going on? That's the kind of shit that happens in a JRPG.
And your uncle is always the bad guy. It's
yeah,
like, oh yeah,
he's always
the uncle.
And any Final Fantasy game, there's a dude called Sid. Sid's in the house.
Exactly. Like when you play a JRPG and it's like, hi uncle, okay, he's the bad guy. That's
yeah, exactly. It's always straight away who the bad guy's gonna be. It's this motherfucker. Yeah. Straight away.
He's gonna backstab you. Like, be ready. Yep.
Nice. Right. So don't forget, you can join us on our official Instagram page, which is Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. You can also find our YouTube channel. All you got to do is like, subscribe. Any video we have, we are dropping reviews on there as much as we can, so definitely check those out. And of course, the episodes are on things like Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Have a look for them. You'll find it. Don't forget to join me on my personal Instagram page, which is @ClintMaximus. And Chris, where can people find you, mate?
I also want to add, we are everywhere. When I say we are everywhere, I do mean everywhere. If you have an Alexa, just tell Alexa, play Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. Huh?
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting.
Alexa! Alexa!
Then plug it back in.
That's because there's no internet in Lebanon. It finally cut. Sorry, guys. No internet for you.
Right, so you can find me on my Twitter and Instagram. It is at Taporin. That's TAPORRAN. Follow me, and you will find a lot of love letters to Henry Cavill.
Lovely. Right, I'm out. Have yourself a fantastic evening, and we will see you the same time as of next week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Follow us on Instagram at Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast.